Here's where the idea of a real empire truly begins. Before Assyria, the ancient world had city-states, kingdoms, even big conquests like Akkad or Egypt. But nothing quite like this. A single power conquering dozens of different peoples, languages, cultures, and ethnic groups, then forcing them all under one centralized rule. Dominator versus dominated, core versus periphery. Assyria invented the multi-ethnic, multilingual, multicultural empire model that every later superpower would copy. In the 9th to 7th centuries BCE, they did it with iron technology on steroids, mass-produced iron weapons, horse-drawn chariots bristling with iron arrows, and spears that shredded Bronze Age armies. Policy? Pure terror to break resistance, surrender, or total annihilation. Mass executions, flaying people alive, skinning them in public to broadcast fear, impaling, burning alive. They even carved these atrocities into palace walls as propaganda. To kill any chance of organized rebellion, they deported entire populations en masse, scattering families and ethnic groups across the empire to erase local identities and mix everyone into submission. But hate builds up. In 612 BCE, the Babylonians and Medes allied, stormed the capital Nineveh, and the Assyrian Empire, the world's first true empire, collapsed in flames.
Episode 2, Babylon, the glamorous city that outbuilt and outshone Assyria. This is the legendary Babylon, home of the Tower of Babel myth. While Assyria ruled with terror and iron, Neo-Babylonia under Nebuchadnezzar II turned it into a masterpiece of beauty and engineering. He built massive double walls miles long and 40 feet thick. The Ishtar Gate, a stunning blue masterpiece with lions, bulls, and dragons, now rebuilt in Berlin's Pergamon Museum. The ziggurat at Etemenanke soared 7 stories high, temple, observatory, and grain store, inspiring the biblical Tower of Babel. And the Hanging Gardens? One of the 7 wonders, tiered terraces like a green mountain watered by clever pumps from the Euphrates. A vertical paradise no Assyrian palace could match? Babylon blended cultures, cherry-picked smart minds from conquered lands, and advanced astronomy, math, our 60-minute hour, and art. In the end, it fell to the tolerant Persians. But its grandeur still defines ancient civilization. Next, Persia builds the world's largest empire with tolerance and the famous immortals. Don't miss Episode 3. Stay tuned.
Episode 3, Persia, the true birth of empire. This is where real empires begin. Cyrus the Great built the biggest empire ever, from Balkans to India. Unlike Assyria's terror, he chose tolerance. I am generous. Freed the Jews, let people keep their gods and customs, just pay taxes. Zoroastrianism, one good god, fire is symbol. Royal Road, 2,500 kilometer superhighway for messengers. Elite 10,000 immortals, always full strength. Hollywood masks? Myth. Real tiara veils for dust. Mysterious elite warriors. Tolerance plus smart systems. 200 plus years of power. Fell to Alexander, but legacy lives on. Next, Alexander the Great. Stay tuned.
Episode 4, Alexander the Great, tutored by Aristotle, he took the throne at just 20. Inheriting the revolutionary Macedonian phalanx, an unbreakable wall of spears, Alexander perfected warfare. He didn't just command, he led from the front. From Granicus to Gaugamela, he smashed the massive Persian Empire. Driving east to India, his troops faced terrifying war elephants for the first time. They adapted and won. But exhausted by endless monsoons, his men finally mutinied, forcing a return, yet his legacy was unstoppable. He founded over 70 cities and the Great Library of Alexandria, fusing Greek and Eastern traditions into a vibrant new Hellenistic culture. Next, the unstoppable Roman Empire. Don't miss Episode 5.
Episode 5, Early Rome, from a small Italian city-state to a Mediterranean superpower. Rome began as a republic of citizen soldiers, but their ultimate rival was Carthage, the masters of the sea. In the Punic Wars, Rome faced Hannibal Barca. He crossed the Alps with elephants and crushed Roman armies at Cannae. But Rome refused to quit. Scipio Africanus invaded Carthage's homeland, forcing Hannibal back to Africa. At the Battle of Zama, Scipio outsmarted Hannibal's elephants, letting them charge through open gaps before striking from the sides. Rome's secret weapon? Citizenship. Unlike mercenaries, Roman allies became citizens, fighting for their new home with loyalty. This adaptability made Rome unstoppable. Next up, Julius Caesar and the Empire. Stay tuned.
Hannibal Barca, the general who almost destroyed Rome but ended up making it unbreakable. 218 BCE, he crosses the impossible Alps with 37 war elephants, shocking the ancient world. He delivered catastrophic blows. At Cannae, 50,000 Romans died in a single day. Rome was on the brink. But here's the twist. Rome didn't crumble, it adapted. They mobilized everything, refusing surrender. Scipio Africanus took the fight to Africa, and at Zama, Rome finally won. Hannibal's threat forced Rome to forge an iron unity. As Nietzsche said, that which does not kill us makes us stronger. Hannibal lost the war, but he drove Rome to win history. Stay tuned for the next chapter.